Okay, so there is a question here from Duro. And Duro, where is Duro? Duro. And Duro, you can tell me if it's still relevant. I'll just read it with your permission. And you tell me if it's still a relevant question. How to deal with situation when the freedom gets in conflict with responsibilities. Freedom often brings fun, enjoyment, creativity, but also feelings of guilt for being selfish and insensible to my close one. Responsible attitude brings some stability, but also boredom, misunderstanding, being uninspired, not being able to express openly. Is it still valid, Duro?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So it's a good question between this idea we might have between freedom and responsibility. Sometimes it feels like it's a contradiction. Well, obviously there are many ways of approaching this topic, but I always feel that the best way is to go straight to the heart of things. So I would say first thing I would say is that if we find that there is anything which is compromising our freedom, I would say, to at least my understanding, that whatever we considered as freedom until this point was not really free, obviously, because freedom can be experienced in a way that, or in fact, is experienced in a way which is beyond our mind. In fact, when we say, or at least when I say, and you check for yourself, freedom, I mean actually freedom from my mind. That's what freedom is for me. From whatever the mind is bringing, when I experience myself not bound by it, or not troubled by it, or not worried by it, I consider that freedom. Now, by saying that, I don't mean that I don't need to take care of things or whatever my reality is asking for. But there is a difference between worry about something or being worried. So I would say that worrying about something or taking care of something is one thing, but worrying about it is another thing. And within freedom, we can take care of things without getting troubled by them. The same things that usually we are automatically feel that they are troublesome. So freedom, in fact, is that background which is before everything. First of all, before even my first thought, there is freedom, or there is peace. It's the same. Peace and freedom are the same. But if I change the word freedom to peace, then I get a different perspective over it, because when I say freedom, my mind will try to understand what does it mean for the mind to be free. And if I try to understand freedom with my mind, obviously I will find some contradiction in it, because everything in my mind has the other side. Everything is duality. So if I have one thing, the other thing is waiting somewhere, is hiding somewhere. So for the mind, when I'm saying freedom, bound or bondage is hidden somewhere, or conflict is hidden somewhere, or it's the nature of it. Even if I say peace, for example, the mind is trying to understand peace, then for the mind, there must be a conflict somewhere. That's how the mind understands things. It always has the two extremes. One side always has another side. So if I really truly want to understand freedom, or I want to experience freedom, if I'm trying to do it with my mind, I'm bringing the opposite also. It's inevitable. So maybe it's a good opportunity to evaluate what freedom actually means. If we feel that responsibility is the opposite of freedom, for example, I mean, we can find different things which we feel that is contradicting our freedom. But let's take responsibility, for example. Then why actually responsibility is the opposite of freedom? Can't we be free within our responsibilities? It's something to check. Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. But it's a question. Are all responsibilities without freedom? Or just particular responsibilities?